This is, again, just for me. Okay. So, Pam, do you want to give your presentation today?
Yeah, I would like.
I did yesterday for her.
Yeah, it was supposed to be yesterday, but
No, I did.
No, he did another, but he did.
I did for her.
I know, but Pam sent me a
Oh, sorry
presentation
about it.
that, do you
Yeah,
want to
you
do
can
that one?
do that.
I would like.
Okay.
Sorry about
I don't remember, did you have a slide that you wanted?
No slide, it's just a video. It's a short video.
Okay, so do you want to talk about your thing while I get the video ready?
Yes.
Yes. Go ahead.
Uh,
So we'll do Pam and then, oh, Karen's not here. Karen's supposed to go today. So, today it's Pam with her phrasal verb presentation. Okay, everybody listen, please.
no, keep going because I will write something there.
Okay.
So fast, so fast. Oh God, come on.
Now you're in the beginning. Miss Phillips?
Yeah.
Can we use a noun clause but without that, what, which?
So I think
Yeah, we'll talk about that today.
yes, this will be so fast, but in general. So,
Okay, everybody needs to listen.
so hello guys, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Nice. So my presentation will be a little special because I think it's necessary for everybody. Most part of the people here, and it's an invitation for Hanami too, read Come On Follow Me, right? We study Come On Follow Me. Come On Follow Me, this week we are studying about Genesis 37:41. It's about Joseph of Egypt history. So one of the things that is important for me is about how we respond for adversities in his life. And one of the things that for me was so interesting was about a movie called Joseph, King of Dreams. It's a movie for children, but it's so good. And there is a music called You Know Better Than I. Oh, the music is better than I. And one of the sentences of this music have this part, I have given up. And my phrasal verb today will be about this part, have given up. It's a little different than most of the phrasal verbs because if you look at this part, this is perfect. I put in the presentation present perfect. And this other part is the phrasal verb. And the sentence, all the sentence of the music before is now that I have given up. When the person say the word now in the beginning, that means an action that is started in the past and is still in the present. Because of that, I can use the present perfect have, and given is the part of the verb, and up is the what's the name?
Preposition?
The preposition with the verb. And I think this is so important to do because I personally have many problems to say phrasal verbs in this case. For example, I had given up or I had given up, things like that. And this is intransitive because it is intransitive. This part's a little confusing because I cannot change this part. I cannot put, for example, I here have given I up. I cannot
Okay.
do that.
Let's look at that sentence though. Does it have an object? Does that sentence have an object?
No.
No. So right here it's being used intransitively, but can it be transitive? Can we have an object with give up?
On
Yeah.
study
In the middle?
English. Like I have given up on something.
On you.
Okay,
Not fast.
but that's just an object of a preposition, right?
Can I see?
Can I say like, can we have a direct object here? Can you guys think of a direct object to use with give up? So the base form of the phrasal verb is just give up, okay? We're using a different tense here. Can we use an object with give up?
I give up trying, keep you off.
Yeah, Brandon, yeah, give you up. I will give you up.
We're gonna
Right.
give you.
Yeah, good. We know that song. Yeah, so it can take an object. So it's both transitive and intransitive. Yeah, exactly. Okay. In the sentence that Pam is using, it's being used intransitively. There's no object. Okay, so this one can be both. Good.
Can I say if I have have is intransitive and if there is no have transitive? Can I say that? Because give you up, you give up.
No, transitive and intransitive are just talking about if it can take an object or not. Okay, it doesn't have to do with the tense.
Oh, okay.
Okay, good question. Okay, do you want to play your video?
Yes, it's just the beginning. And this week, guys, when we are starting, come on, follow me. Listen to this song.
Yeah.
It's cute.
We're just listening to the beginning.
Yes, I can say.
You can tell me when to stop.
I thought I did what's right. I thought I had the answers. I thought I chose the surest road, but that road brought me here. So I put up a fight and told you how you helped me. Now just when I have given up,
Here it is. Did you see it?
I have given
Just when I have given up. Is that a complete sentence?
No.
No, he's gonna complete it right now.
truth is coming clear.
Good?
Yes.
Okay, great example. Thank you for finding that. Okay, we are gonna move on now. Wrong thing.
I have a question. So when
Yeah.
you're writing music, it's normal to, because that wasn't a complete sentence, but.
Oh, he completed it. It was a complete
And when
sentence.
he completed it, it started with a capital letter. So it's normal on songs to put it on a capital letter, like the other part of the sentence.
I think he used a capital I, right? I is always a
T.
capital.
T. At the beginning it was like.
The
even-
truth is coming clear,
Yeah.
Oh.
literally,
but maybe because it was a song.
Yeah, usually in songs they'll just capitalize the first line of every stanza.
Okay.
Yeah, so don't look at songs for grammatical help. Okay, so Karen was supposed to present today, but she and Honami can go on Monday. Okay, do you wanna let Karen know when she comes back,
Sure.
or in the group chat, or?
Alright.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys about 5 minutes to finish up your DWCF. Okay, you had time to work on it yesterday, and I wanna know, do you guys want me to go through and check them too? Okay, I will do that this weekend. Okay, and then, or probably tonight. Okay, so go through it right now, look at what your partner corrected for you, and,
My partner was Carl.
yep, that's
Okay.
okay. Go through it and see,
So
make sure it's good to go.
yesterday, we corrected our own. Is that right?
Yeah, that was right.
Okay.
Yep, and then tonight I will go through it. Next week, we're gonna go back to normal DWCF.
I am correct. Wait, but Jean
You finished?
Yeah, but Cami, she corrected.
So we don't know if.
I would say look through it again to make sure it's correct. We're doing a final check right now.
So we did it yesterday, right? Do we do it again?
Yeah, look through it to make sure it's ready to go.
It's ready to go.
So, can I?
You haven't typed yet?
No, I don't like this.
So the prompt was,
De 8 a 6.
Como de 8 a 6.
De 8 de la noche a 6 de la mañana. Ah, no, de 10 de la noche a 6 de la mañana. En el 25. Porque no toca de noche. Pero que no pasa nada, yo también le digo para que voy a hacer. Porque sí, sí.
here's the prompt, Pam.
Tengo que estar ahí, porque pues,
So it's kind of going off what we did last week.
tengo que no estar
Okay.
So just type your answer to this in the Monday slot.
Okay.
And I will get
Do I put on Monday?
Yeah.
Okay. Put it on 5 minutes.
Okay, we're doing a final check right now to make sure it's good before I look at it, okay? Is this somebody's?
O sea, no lo sé, no me importa lo que trabajamos, porque prefiero trabajar en iba allí y me volví. Eso era un tiempo por ahí. Salíamos a la hora y nos quedábamos como a las
You want me to check it? I'm gonna check all of them tonight. But yes, I will check it.
Should I copy and paste on Thursday or something?
Yeah. Make sure it's good. Make sure you're checking, remember, for comma splices and run-on sentences. That's our main focus right now. Question? No, you're fine. Sorry, where do you start? Where's the sentence start? Oh, here. Okay, so let's look at the clauses. For example, when you're going to have, so what's the first clause in the sentence? Okay, good. That's the first clause. And is it dependent or independent? So that can stand alone, like you put a period after test? No, because it starts with when. So it's dependent. So you need a comma after test because it's dependent. And the dependent clause comes first. You need a comma. And we know it's dependent because it starts with when. So you need a comma after test. And then we have another dependent. If you study the day before, comma. So you do need a comma there. Obviously you'll put a comma. So it's good, but you just need a comma after test because that's a dependent clause. Okay? Okay, how are we doing? Do we need more time?
I know that.
1 more minute. I can give you 1 more minute. Finish up. If you are finished, you can put your Chromebook away or your laptop or your phone.
I don't like.
Some people are still working. Be quiet. Okay, if you're finished, put your laptop or phone away and get your homework out. You just scared me. Gave me a little heart attack.
Shot. I was just thinking about it.
We won't need these again, so you can put them. So lazy.
Me fallaste,
Okay, the homework was kind of spread out, so just be prepared to show me if you did it. And you should be finished.
Like this, right?
No, other way.
Oh,
The power cord, yeah. Yes, 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 beautiful. Thank you. Beautiful. Have your homework? You do your homework. Okay, thank you. Yes. I'm assuming that's your handwriting.
Yeah.
Thank you, that's you. Homework, Moroni? I don't remember. Homework, guys? No? You did it? I don't remember the numbers. It's on here.
Oh, so you said
207, 209, and 200.
There you go. 207, 209, 215.
220?
Okay. So you did it, Brandon?
Yeah.
You did Mark? Ilson? Yes. Kyle, no? None, yes. Okay. Okay, did you guys have any questions about the homework? Who else has gone today? Karen and
Marcelo.
do you guys, do you need to be separated or are you okay?
No,
Okay. Let's see. Let's get back to
I
this.
can move.
Okay, did you guys play this question game yesterday with Miss Summers?
Yeah.
Yeah?
No.
See?
What do you have?
I wasn't.
No, it's just that thing that we
Yeah, we look a question and we make a noun clause.
You made an answer? Yeah, with the noun clause. Okay, good. Awesome. Okay. Did the homework. Good. So today we're gonna talk about that clauses. I think you guys started them yesterday, right? We're gonna finish them today. We're gonna practice them today. So, can someone read this? I think you guys went over this yesterday, but go over it again. Go ahead.
Oh, that clauses. Noun clauses can be introduced with the word that. These nouns or clauses are typically used after verbs that indicate what someone says, thinks, or feels. It is not necessary to include that since it is not answering that information or yes/no question, but it does help mark the clause.
Okay, good. So in summary, what does this say about that clauses? Someone besides Moroni, because he read it.
Sometimes it's not necessary.
Yeah, sometimes that is not necessary. Good. Why? Why is it sometimes not necessary? Now that we've read it, let's read it again.
Because it's not including necessary information.
Yeah, because it's not answering a yes/no question, right? So sometimes it's not necessary, but it does help mark the clause. Okay? So when you're reading or listening, sometimes it might be difficult to recognize the noun clause if they eliminate that, right? That's the difficult part about noun clauses. Okay? So we're going to practice. I think you guys looked at these examples yesterday. Do you recognize these? No? Okay, go through these examples and find the noun clauses.
That.
Okay, so there's different variations of some of these sentences. But go through them with a partner and see if you can find the noun clauses. You guys did go over these yesterday?
No, because Mrs. Summers showed us another example.
Okay, good.
That's the reason.
So, for example, in the first sentence, we can eliminate
Alright.
that.
Yeah. So the two variations are here, with that and without that.
The other reason.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Okay. The second one is the reason.
No, I get it.
Without. The third one is the
Yeah, because
reason.
Matthew had to read that, the reason, to that sense we do that.
Wait, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Why?
We say Matthew had
I
to
was
read the reason.
Oh.
Because there is an object of
Didn't realize. You can do after that. All the day?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Oh yes, because when it's that, we always go that.
Yeah, it's a
I have
example.
realized that English literature realize that.
You're even smarter.
No.
Did you know?
Okay, let's look at the ones without that. I think number 2, 4, and 6. Yes, 2, 4, and 6. So if I was reading this sentence and I didn't have this sentence to guide me, how would I know that there's a noun clause here? What are some strategies? Yes.
I identify that there's a subject and a verb,
Okay, so that's how we know it's a clause. There's a subject and a verb.
and if there comes a verb after another subject, before another subject, then it's a starting a noun clause.
A verb before another subject.
Yeah. Sorry, that's
Okay.
kind of confusing, I know. But it's
So,
like,
Yeah, it's a verb and another subject together to agree the reason.
object of a verb.
Yeah.
oh, so you're saying this is a verb and then another,
Subject.
another subject.
but
Object.
Well,
kind of. So the problem with that is usually that is the subject of the noun clause, right? But here, no, you're right. You're here. Okay, so the reason made sense. So you're saying because this is a verb and then we have a different subject
And a different verb.
and a different verb. Okay, that works because clauses have subjects and verbs. Okay, that's a pretty good strategy. Okay, what's another strategy?
So I think she told us yesterday that we just ask a question.
Yeah, good. We talked about this. Yeah, it sounds like you talked about it yesterday. We also talked about it on Tuesday.
Or was
What are some questions we can ask? Like for this sentence, what is a question we can ask ourselves that the noun clause answers?
What Matthew had to agree.
Louder, can you say that louder?
What Matthew had to agree.
Go on. Yeah.
what is that?
Matthew had to agree. Matthew had to agree on what?
Yeah, good. What did Matthew have to agree about, or Matthew had to agree about what? What's the answer?
The reason makes sense.
Good. That the reason made sense if you ever wanted to answer the answer to be different. Okay? So for noun clauses, unlike adjective clauses were just describing nouns, right? Noun clauses are answering questions because they're necessary in sentences. Like nouns are absolutely necessary. Okay? So that would be a question for that one. How about for number 4? What would we ask ourselves that the noun clause answers?
What I have realized.
Yeah, what have I realized? I have realized that English grammar is very interesting. Okay, we can put a that in there and it's still good, or we can eliminate it and it's still good. Okay, how about number 6? What can we ask ourselves? Well, this is already a question.
Yeah.
But what can we ask ourselves? Even though it's a question, we can still ask ourselves a question.
What do you know?
Yeah, what did you know? Okay? Many items we consume come from the area around us. Right? Okay? We could put a that there, obviously. Know that. Okay? So verbs like know and let's see. What is the other one? Realize and know, especially know, are often gonna have a noun clause because it's a transitive verb. We need something after it. We need a noun. It usually takes an object. Okay? So noun clauses are really gonna be pretty common as if the noun clause is an object with transitive verbs. Okay, like know, realize, or agree. Okay? Because if the noun clause is going to be an object, we need to be using the verb transitively. Yeah? Okay, are we okay so far? Okay, let's do some practice. Oh, I forgot this is on. So this video is going to introduce an activity and use noun clauses, and we're going to kind of continue what this video is doing. Okay? So try, Cami, to stay awake. Try really hard.
Dictionary. Noun. A malevolent literary device for cramping the growth of a language and making it hard and inelastic. Lexicographer. Noun. A writer of dictionaries. A harmless drudge. While the concept of a dictionary dates back to ancient civilizations, the first English dictionary was published by Robert Cowdrey in 1604. In the centuries that followed, many more dictionaries were written by individual authors who chose what to include or exclude. They not only defined words, they openly showcased their creators' opinions, like Ambrose Bierce's definition of dictionary and Samuel Johnson's definition of lexicographer. After their authors' deaths, many of these dictionaries quickly became outdated, but one 19th century dictionary had a different fate. In 1828, American lawyer and author Noah Webster published an American dictionary of the English language with a lofty goal: to give the United States its own version of the English language. He believed that as a new nation, the United States needed its own distinct version of English to assert its independence from Britain. In his dictionary, Webster sought to describe and officialize the way Americans spoke. Most dictionaries in Webster's time were prescriptive. They dictated how words should be used, rather than documenting the way people actually used language in daily life. When Webster broke this convention and included slang words in his dictionary, critics accused him of polluting the English language. But he argued that these words captured local variations of language, a vital part of what made American English unique. He also believed spelling rules were unnecessarily complex, and that we should write the way we speak as much as possible. Still, Webster's own opinions influenced the words he included and the way he defined them. He excluded slang words from black communities because he didn't consider them proper. And when he defined woman, he added that women are soft, mild, pitiful, and flexible. By the time of his death, Noah Webster was a household name. Seeing a lucrative business opportunity, brothers George and Charles Merriam bought the rights to Webster's dictionary. Together with Webster's son-in-law, the Merriams made a new, revised edition. It was the beginning of the Merriam-Webster Dictionary. Today, the Merriam-Webster Dictionary begins to address a contradiction in Webster's goal. He wanted to represent an entire nation, but he based his work on just one person's opinion, his own. Since Webster's death, each new edition of the dictionary has been curated by a group of language experts rather criteria for including a word in the dictionary are that it has widespread, sustained, and meaningful use. This clearly includes profanities, which were sometimes excluded from dictionaries in the past. Racial slurs also meet the criteria for inclusion, but some argue that including them might legitimize them. Dictionaries don't just add new words, they also redefine old words to reflect changing attitudes and usage. One 1736 dictionary defined wife as a married woman, whose will, in the judgment of the law, is subject to the will of her husband, for which reason a wife is said to have no will. Today, wife is defined simply as a female partner in a marriage. In 2019, Merriam-Webster's word of the year was they. The word has been in regular use for centuries, but has only recently gained a new recognized meaning as a pronoun for one person whose gender identity is non-binary. The question of which words belong in the dictionary impacts all of us. When our words and definitions are represented, they're affirmed. If not, they and we are minimized. Today, lexicographers have expanded word sourcing to include the dictionary's users, tracking which words are most searched and adding them to the dictionary. So, who decides what's in the dictionary? More than ever before, the answer is we do. All of us shape language every day. When we collectively embrace one word or redefine another, eventually those words and meanings are reflected in our dictionaries. So how do new words get invented? Find out with this video.
Okay. I want you now to talk to your partner, explain what you learned in the video using noun clauses, okay? See if you can eliminate that in the clauses you're using, okay? So you might have to focus and think a little bit, but explain what you learned using noun clauses. Okay, remember you need to use a transitive verb and an object, or you can use it as a sentence.
Okay, well, I learned those words has been changed there.
Sometimes you should use yeah, because she said
We should be speaking English.
Although I was with the future here or there. Oh.
I realized that they introduced a new dictionary. Webster, that's not a new dictionary. In fact, they should. He said he did that before. So I was
Can you eliminate that in that sentence? Try it.
Maybe.
Yeah, try it.
What I know about the video is it was I don't know.
People will
But yeah, you can do that. You can say that it was stupid or it was stupid. Maybe choose a different adjective, but
Okay,
yeah.
please.
You would say stupid also.
Something I found interesting
the video
how speakers words in the dictionary like change.
yeah, I know that.
Yeah, because we normally say things based for opinion those destinations, but throughout the time you live in
That we
and
can
just over time as well. It's interesting because something that I do often, something I do often. Like you know, look up like words and those bits.
We all contributed dictionary, in this case in the way.
And I don't.
Okay, I'm hearing some good things. The does someone want to share what they learned using that clause? You can have that in there or eliminate it. I've heard some good sentences. Don't be scared to share. Yeah.
I was telling them something that I like from the video is how they use it. They use the words to, or how the words change throughout time, like the meaning, and it's interesting because I use them to apply to my life, you know, like of course, but throughout time, like those meanings change and adjust to what people normally think, I guess.
Okay, good.
So yeah.
I heard a couple of noun clauses in your explanation.
Oh,
Did you use
sorry.
them on purpose?
No, I didn't. I tried to eliminate them, so
Okay.
yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah.
For example, I was talking with Ernesto and the use of the word wife.
It was stupid.
No. For example, if I say that has been changed through the years, but if we delete it, that I can say has been changed through the years, and that's fine. Now the meaning, I think the meaning of that word, the meaning of the word wife has a powerful, meaningful in the way, what does that mean to us nowadays? What does that mean for us nowadays? And how we can see how the meaning of the dictionary has a powerful impact in our vocabulary.
Okay, good. We can see. What can we see? What did he say? We can see how the, what did you say? How the impact of the dictionary, right? That was a noun clause. We can see, and then the answer was the noun clause. Okay? I haven't heard any that clauses yet.
Oh, no, that, but the learning I had because of the video opened my mind. Is that like without that?
Where would you put that?
The learning I had.
Yeah, where would that go if you had it in
That's a
there?
really good question.
You're on the right track.
No.
Think about it, and then Mark, do you have something?
Is you want eliminated or not eliminated?
It's up to you.
Okay. Every word we say, we use every day, can change the meaning.
Okay, good. Where would that go?
So every word we say that we use every day.
Not quite. I wouldn't put it there. Every word
That
we say, right? Every word that we say. Ooh, that's actually
Yeah,
an
I
adjective
think-
clause.
Yeah.
That's an adjective clause, not a noun clause.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, go ahead. Keep going.
Every
Sorry.
word we say,
Every word we say.
that we use every day. Yeah.
Still an adjective clause. You're describing what we say.
Okay.
Okay. We're getting there. We're getting closer. Adjective clauses are good. Yeah, Cami, do you have one?
With that,
With or without it.
something I like about the video is that at the beginning, the dictionary was defining what people said, but eventually, the people define what the dictionary contained.
Good. Yes, you used a noun clause. What was it?
I don't know.
Okay. If you're using them without knowing, I can't decide if that's good or bad. Probably a little bit of both. But you said what I liked about the video is.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then there was your noun clause.
That's what
They're gonna come after verbs. Okay.
That's the only one that I use on purpose. I don't know if I.
Okay. Yes, you did a good job. So we can say what I liked about the video is that it is blah 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 blah. Or what I liked about the video is, and we can delete that and continue. Okay. That noun clause is the answer to our question. So unlike adjective clauses will come after what?
Verb. What was the question?
Where will an adjective clause be? After a
Object or subject?
Adjective.
An object.
it depends, right? After a noun. Okay?
Noun.
Because adjectives describe nouns,
Oh.
right? Okay, what will a noun clause come after?
Verb.
Yeah, a verb. okay, because we have a verb and then a noun usually, okay? So that's one difference, okay? Okay, because nouns act differently in sentences than adjectives. Okay, so it sounds like we're getting a little bit confused between nouns and adjectives. Okay, so let's practice a little bit more of this activity. Okay, so we just learned about how words end up in the dictionary a little bit, right? So now you're going to take one of these words and describe what it means, what you learned about it, to the class using that clauses. So be prepared to share the meaning of it with the class using noun clauses with that. Okay? So let's focus a little bit. Do you guys want to work with partners? Okay, so let's do this. Honami and Pam take 2010, okay, which is app. Okay. How many do we have? Good, we have an even number. So Heil and Ilsen take hashtag. Mark and Moroni. Yeah, because. Okay. Abril and Ernesto. Singular they. Miguel and
I didn't understand.
Cami.
They are
Dumpster fire. And then you two right here, fake news. Okay? So you're gonna look up your word or your phrase and explain what it means to the class using a that clause. Okay, the focus is the that clause. Make sure you're using a that clause. That is a noun clause, not an adjective clause. Okay?
Miss Phillips, I have a question. You explained the dad. It's just sorry, it's just that something happened. Now you know the grammar symbol.
Hangry.
I know
And
that. What?
the dad usually compares to
Angry, yeah.
Yeah, but when you don't
But you
know
said
the
quotation
pronoun,
marks. Like,
here they
using more
like the author
with the class
explain
using
their
noun clauses with that.
Because you don't know like he or she.
Like when you start
Oh.
yeah, like should you do
No.
It's the same in Spanish.
Not necessarily. I mean, you can. That's not very important.
Okay. Sorry.
Good question.
It's the same with she, he, it, and yeah.
Singular day.
You don't understand?
Ah, yeah.
What's your word?
Everyone has a word that we have.
So, how can you explain the meaning?
Using that.
So so because can be used in lots of different ways, right? So you have because introducing yourself, so because
American public sources.
because being used as a or yeah.
Singular day is usually.
So we just have to.
I went to school because I want to learn.
When we don't know
Right.
the
We're not using like because of, or we're using because for whatever reason. That definition of because. There's lots of definitions.
And we just have to explain that.
that is interesting because
Noun clauses with that. Noun clauses with that.
it's
It's not too hard. You can do it.
That the
Yeah,
word.
No,
Yeah, it's
Klaus,
hard.
what says that?
So, for example,
We have to explain why is the word the year, right? Or
Agree.
what's the context of it?
No, just explain what it means.
Oh, okay.
Using that clauses.
so
What?
we use
Yeah, the word because.
Oh yeah, the dumpster
Was
fire
started
is garbage can which is on fire.
if we want to use the singular day.
Something like that.
That's fire
Right.
sentence such as the organism versus their idea.
The important thing is that you're
In this case, we don't know. So we don't know if the
Question over here.
she or he
Oh yeah.
Don't
We say like
that
the dumpster fire
that we use.
is garbage can which is on fire.
What dumpster fire means is that
no, you can make the
Make sure,
like more
make sure you have, so what she said was correct. Yours was a little bit, because we cut the verb
Maybe the word that we have. Yeah.
Yeah, we got.
You're done?
Yeah, it's okay.
Does anyone need more time? Are we ready?
So yeah,
Yeah, it was like agreed.
Okay, I'll give you like 1 more minute. We're gonna go around and listen to the explanation. So be prepared to explain.
Okay.
With your that clause.
What? You can say
I can say the example. Okay.
if you prefer.
Like that.
No, the singular name, the author.
Garbage can of fire.
Okay.
What's
And you
that?
can explain. I can give the
That.
when we use
That.
the singular name.
What
You can
Well,
no, we have to use
What
that
the-
in our speech. Explain when the singular name.
no.
Oh, that's your example.
Yeah, and explain it.
Iba a decir como information from.
Because the that is, because we need to use that as a noun clause.
Yeah, it's better.
So for example, I will say the word that we have is the singular name. We usually use they when we don't know the person who's
That is a singular case because we don't know who the author is. That is important. No, this is not even clause, right?
Yeah.
That is important.
Great impact
That is important
Where's your noun clause?
because
That is necessary
Until
that is necessary because
from a grade two.
not always.
No.
We don't know always who the author is.
Oh, what's that?
You have a few. No, this is so a great impact. What was the impact that the world had? Oh, no, that's an adjective clause. Yeah, I'm sorry.
So that's it.
So, what about the last one?
Was that the world? Yes.
What?
Is the word
adjective
because?
clause. The
That
word
was the word because?
Yeah.
that we have.
Yes, because we have a verb here. So, what was the impact that the word started to be? Can you eliminate that?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, are you guys ready?
No.
Ready or not? We're starting. It looks like Jose and Brandon have been ready for a while, so let's start with them. We should be listening.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Go for it.
You wanna first? So about fake news, we learned that the meaning of fake news is like false information that is published in the news, but it's fake because it doesn't have like a trust resource or sources from like to support.
Okay, good. So what did we learn?
That fake news is false information presented
Good,
as
yes,
false.
that was your next class. Good. Did you have something to add, Brandon?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that that's the word of the year because of Donald Trump. He used that a lot in
Speeches.
in speeches, trying to defend himself that like those are fake news.
That's
But yeah.
fake news.
Okay, awesome. I heard your noun clauses. Good. Who else is ready to present? Are you guys ready? Yeah, go for it.
What hungry means?
What?
Hungry.
Hangry.
Which
Hangry? Was that your word?
No.
No, you
Now
can't
it is.
change your word. No.
Why not?
What you do?
I thought that's what you're doing.
It's fun.
Your word was supposed to be dumpster fire.
So
What dumpster fire means
Good job, Chris.
is that a garbage can on fire.
Okay, good.
we wanted Henry.
You guys, we're gonna do the other words next. Why don't you take some time and prepare for dumpster fire, and we'll go to you guys.
So I learned that that we use singular they when we don't know who is making the action.
Good. Can you say that again with eliminating that?
I learned we used singular they when we don't know who is making the action.
Good. Yes. Okay.
And for example, when we don't know who the actor is, we can say the actor expressed their opinion. That is an example.
Okay. Good. Yes. I'm hearing good noun clauses here. Go for it, Verona and Mark. We should be listening.
Listen.
So,
Unless you're Miguel and Cami, you should be working.
So we had the year 2013 because introducing a noun. So I wanted to explain it through this noun clause. A great impact that the world had was that the word because started to be used with reasons. So it started to be used with reasons. Before you could use like because of something, because you didn't do the homework, but now you can say because the world is bad. Yeah, so you don't need to say all for anything, so just simple as that.
Okay. It's simple as that.
As simple
Good.
as what?
Thank you. Okay. Could you eliminate your that in your sentence?
Oh yeah. The great impact that the world had was the word because started to be used with reasons.
Yes. Good. It still makes sense without that. Thank you. Okay. Ilsen and Heil.
Hashtag is a word or phrase with a single hash in front of it, used on social media apps so that you can search for all message with the same subject.
Okay. Where was your noun clause?
Used on social media apps so that you can search
That whole thing?
for all message with the same subject.
Can you read the sentence again?
Everything?
Just the sentence that has the noun clause.
Used on social media and apps so that you can search for all message with the same subject.
Not quite. Because you're using so that, which is like a reason. Okay. Try to use it as a noun clause, and I'll come back to you. I'll come help you in a second. How about Pam and Honami?
Apps are created after phones or the computer are used, and what you can download to your device is an app.
Okay, yeah, you used it as a subject. Great, awesome. Okay, let's do one. Let's do.
We have our ready.
Oh yes, Miguel. Thank you for reminding me.
Well, dumpster fire.
No, solo dumpster.
Dumpster fire means that a garbage can has set been on fire.
Has been set on fire.
Yes, good. Can you eliminate that? What dumpster fire mean?
Dumpster
Sorry.
fire means a garbage can that has been set on fire.
Yes, beautiful. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna do one more. Let's try to do this one a little bit quicker. Okay, so we finished with fake news.
We want hungry.
Okay, you guys have hangry. Okay, who wants doom scrolling? Okay, I'm gonna assign it then. Okay, you guys have that one. You guys have adulting. You and Mark have mansplaining. Miguel and Cami have this one. You guys have binge watching, and then who doesn't have one? You guys have glamp. Okay, so do this one again. Remember we're using that clauses that are noun clauses.
What's mansplaining?
You gotta look it up. You
Okay.
gotta tell me. I don't.
Okay. You don't know?
I do know, but I
Okay.
want you to figure it out. Okay, so let me see. Sorry. So hashtag is a word or phrase with a single hash in front.
Well, to look at
Okay.
it, but with
So again,
non-traditional
this clause again
includes
is
some
describing
About being
apps that you can use.
what is from
Okay, so we're still using adjective clauses. We want to try to use it. So like I said, for example, I just gonna give you a way to move each word. I can say, I know, like when people bear that, they say, I know that the church is true. Right? There's an adjective, or there's a noun clause. What do I know?
You can explain.
That the church is true, that's the noun clause, okay? I can also say, I know the church is true. I can eliminate that. What do I know? The church is true. Okay. So notice, the clause comes in and says, I know what? That the church is true. Okay, that's a noun clause, because it's something, it's acting like something. What do I know?
Maybe you can say
I know.
hungry.
Okay, so try it one more time. Sorry, what? Yeah, do it with adults. Yes.
So, the definition is kind of like, if I think about, explaining things to a woman, but in a very rude way.
Yeah, kind of a condescending way.
No,
Ah, no.
because they try
Oh,
with
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. I
It's
hate
not
that.
it, no.
Oh, we now have the word mansplain.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna give you about one more minute.
Look it up.
Oh,
They
How do you know that? Do you know that?
they bet. Yeah, they
I mean, he's already
Really?
Yeah.
Come on, so make an example of these people.
Hungry is something.
So, for example, I glump
We are angry.
with my
Because we are
angry.
angry.
Or with
So do you do that activity?
What do
So
you
think of the word
Now
camping.
it's been-
yeah.
You know what camping is?
Yeah.
So the word glamping is the
watch a
same,
video,
but it's like it says
and those words were included in that video. I think
The
that,
definition
Yeah,
of
I
mansplaining
bring my
has
phone
to
with
be-
me.
so there were
Yeah, like some of the
all of the words
bring
Do.
things that
behind
are
the video, like
like
description of the video.
someone that brings a TV with them.
Ah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Um,
So it's like, that's why it's called,
Yeah.
you know what the word, the two words put together are camp and what's the other?
So,
No?
No.
Glamour. So look up the word glamour. And it's kind
Oh,
of like.
Ah, yeah.
did you know that the definition?
Okay, this is what I want you to do.
It's your turn.
You need to share, so you're gonna split up now. Share with a different person what you learned about your word. Remember, we are using that clauses. Okay? So find two people to share with. Obviously not your partner because they already know what you know. Okay? Find two people to share. That means you need to get up and move.
Hey Marco, meet you here. Let me explain you what I learned today. Today I learned a word, each one.
We're using that clauses.
Which means that it's watching a lot of episodes, like multiple.
Like when you're obsessed with a series or something, and you watch an episode by episode by episode.
Is there an
And
obsession
something
that you
fun
have
about
with the TV
being
show?
hungry is that
Which one?
I had.
Which one?
So,
Tell me one.
I don't have enough time to watch the series.
Is
I don't
when
know.
you
No,
camping
you don't have?
No.
with unnecessary things for camping.
What?
For example, you glamp.
I watched that one.
Glump, it's just the last one.
Okay, if you
Watch it.
finish, move to someone else.
You watched
Remember, we're using that clauses.
Our Imagine Mother.
Oh, I
You didn't?
Have you watched that one?
I did. I didn't, but my
Like
child
my life.
bring
Have you watched
Oh.
TV.
So what was your word?
that's this.
Oh,
So,
did you know that the
when
definition of
they was
mansplaining
writing,
is similar to a
it
man
was
being rude?
necessary.
Man being what?
Being rude.
For
You
example,
were-
you take
the
your
day was-
closet.
Man,
You
Like the video that I showed you?
you take your
Oh,
closet.
it's more like
Yeah,
explaining
I can go
something,
camping.
but in a,
No, I
it's like,
can't.
you don't know.
Why?
I
You
don't
can-
like bags and all that.
Like,
You don't like
Oh,
bags?
glamping.
Yeah.
Glamping?
You
know
need
glamp.
to go.
Wow.
So I don't like
Thank you.
sleeping in the floor.
Okay, remember you gotta share with two different people, so you might need to move.
I need that
takes a
En
prop.
una cabaña. I just can go camping in a cabaña. How do you say cabaña?
Cabin.
We're gonna
No.
explain to
Yes.
all of you.
Yeah.
Or war.
That's the most
either
Mark, I
watch-
noticed that you haven't moved.
What?
Mark and Moroni.
Watch.
Have you shared
Oh,
the two people?
before
Yeah,
this.
we work
Yeah.
with them.
Have you ever heard that word?
Hello, hello, hello.
Basically means to
Hello.
watch a lot of episodes
Yeah.
from a TV show,
You're first.
like staying on
What's
one
your
for
word?
doing
I
that,
put just
like in a row,
Just
or
like
episode after episode. But yeah, that's the way it is.
Oh, I like that.
It's like
Similar
when you
to,
It's like,
Explain.
no,
I
like,
really watch
it's especially when like a woman is talking about something,
with a
and then
serious.
he's like, oh no, what you want to say is this, and it's like,
But it's like, no, you don't know. Let me
stupid, like,
make a spoon that
Don't
and
screw.
he's like never
It's like,
consistent, right?
all the time it's like a woman that.
Okay, let's go back to our seats. Go back to our seats.
Comes and it's like, no, I know better than you, and that she's the professional, not him.
They're
So
very
annoying.
passionate about this. Kimmy, how do you know someone's
It's so annoying.
Okay, go back to your seats. I want to hear a couple examples. Can someone share? We're not finished. Sit down. We still have a whole 30 seconds left. Yeah, go ahead.
Hungry is a feeling that we can experience when we are angry because because we are hungry.
Okay, where was your noun clause?
The feelings that
Hungry is
is
a
a feeling
feeling
that-
that we can experience.
That's an adjective clause.
Yeah.
We're describing feeling.
Oh,
Okay, does someone have a noun clause example?
That's a question.
Go for it.
But, like, did you know that the definition of mansplaining is similar to a man being rude to a woman?
Yes, that is a good. Did you know? Can we eliminate that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Did you know the definition of mansplaining is similar to a man?
Good. Notice how the clause came right after the verb. Okay? We will practice these more next week. Remember your homework this weekend. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you on Monday.
Yes.
Thank you.